convey to present information, so yeah.
Yeah, judges, we appreciate that, it's fun.
Did you communicate this idea to any other groups or individuals or classmates or?
When we're in the cafeteria, I think, we were showing some people our idea about fossil fuels and how it would help, with like school buses.
Did you guys have any disagreements? For example, did all of you want to be the principal or did all of you want to be the student?
So, we pretty much all agreed on the same thing. I mean, they wanted to be the principals, we wanted to be the students. And
Yeah, we decided to be the principals and they decided to be the students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we all like our role in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all like our role, yeah.
It just fits, on one person than another, so.
So when you think about innovation, and you mentioned this is something that some school districts are already doing, what is the most innovative part of what you guys have come up with?
So, I mean, electric buses are like, already on some school districts. We just wanna, make it more popular, like a lot of, like my school district, North Shore School District, it's run on diesel buses. So, like, I've talked to people, it's more of diesel and then electric, so we just wanna, higher the electric, population capacity and, then diesel. So that's our goal.
Do you see any problems with electricity, like, brownouts, or did you do any research on how long it takes to charge up one of these guys?
Well, we didn't exactly get to that part, but
We actually have a fun fact right here that these electric buses can actually charge at stores, homes, and even at school. So you don't need to worry about going to your local gas station. So you can charge this anywhere. So yeah. So that's like a plus benefit for electric buses, which diesel buses don't have.
You said that some places like you here already use electric buses. Do you know how that's affected them rather than using normal buses? And how would electric buses, say, for your school district, how would it change your school district then?
so I was doing some research and it said like it helps with global warming because there's like 500,000 school buses and also I saw that it helps with kids' studies because like the less carbon emissions released into the air would help with that.
Also, like if there are less carbon emissions in the air, people they'll have like less lung problems and all that, and the air will be cleaner. And then we'll also solve a problem for future generations.
And 95% of the buses run on diesel here, so that's also one of the big problems. Yeah. And this also causes air pollution.
Do you guys have a robot?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have a robot.
Do you want to see our
Let's
robot?
see.
Okay.
So yeah.
We were just surprised because the other guys brought their robots.
Oh yeah, we just.
Yeah, we have pictures of them.
Yeah, you wanna come closer?
Closer so we can see it.
Okay.
So this is run one, and we are doing like a windmill and all that stuff. So this is our arm for lifting things. So lifting like the hybrid car, so that it comes out of its station. And also this is a energy collector, so that when we push the windmill, the energies they drop into this, and then we can bring them back here.
And for run two, this long thing is for the toy factory. So these are it's a battery release arm. So it basically drops the batteries into the toy factory. So that's our toy factory thing. And then this is for the power plant, where like this pushes down, and then all those three energy sources run down.
Yeah, and it also like goes up, so the top latch it also like goes up, so we can push the thing down, which releases the three energy sources.
And then for run 3, we use this to push the energy units next to the energy storage out of their circle. And this is supposed to push up in the oil factory, so it releases the oil.
Yeah, and this long arm, this is what we use in like the
the energy storage thing where like we just like the free energy things we pushed out there, we put it on here, and then we let it drop inside the energy storage, and then the little piece that's sticking out with an energy source in it, and it goes in the hole to pick this up, and then it drags it back.
For 1 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 1 foot. We couldn't get it there.
Did you guys have a plan? Did you start at one thing, or what was your strategy for approaching all the things on the board?
So like we divide the board in half, kind of. We decide to do one side of the board first, and then focus on those. And then as we did the toy factory, we just went to the other side, and it was like a smooth transition.
Yeah.
We wouldn't waste so much time, and then yeah, it's more organized way of doing it.
Yeah.
So we worked as a team through, we didn't like split up, we worked as a team, because we want everyone to know which part is what, operation, so.
So all of you built the robot and coded?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of,
We all did, we all did one part of it.
chances
Yeah,
to
so we all took turn by turns, to like, you do it for like this section, you do the coding robot for this section.
Yeah.
So everyone coded and built it.
Was building and or programming new to any of you guys?
I mean, I've done coding and Lego building like a lot.
For me, this was completely new, cause I've never really ever done anything like this, so I'm completely new to this.
Yeah, for me, I've also done some programming and the building. I've also done some of it, but not that much. It's like our first year in this LEGO League, so we just did our best.
And then for me, I have like no absolute experience in coding. I do have a little bit in building. And we also started late in this project. We got to know for this project in October. So we had like 1.5 months to finish this.
So what would you say is the most innovative part of your robot?
I feel like Run 3 was because it like we use like oil a lot in this world, fossil fuels for like all the vehicles we use, and like in Run 3 the oil factory was there, and we were releasing oil to deliver to the gas station so people can fuel up their cars.
Also, we like made our own parts. Like we thought of what would work best, and then according to that, we did lots of trials, and we also had errors. So like, according to those trials and errors, we like changed the parts and made them the best for the specific.
So how did you test? Like you were saying, what did you do to test?
To test, we think of an idea, we put it on the robot, then we do the coding and see if like it does it properly and like in less time. And then if it does it in less time, we think it's good, and like if it does it, then it's also good. But like sometimes what happened was that some pieces they're like too long or too short. So like after the run, it like messed up, and it like sometimes it got stuck. Sometimes it didn't like touch the thing. So then we made it shorter and like it bumped it.
And also for the coding part, we had some small mistakes that we changed quickly so we could.
Did you record anything? How
Yeah.
did you do the analysis?
So we basically recorded after we were done, getting through trials without the recording. We recorded finally like a run 1, and we timed it like how many minutes was it, because I think it has to be like 2.5 minutes the whole project under it. So we wanted to achieve that goal. So we did the run 1, run 2, run 3, and so on. And then run 4. And
Are there any sensors on your robot?
No.
Well, we just decided to keep it simple, and like the things we thought that like we don't really need the sensors, but like we were able to do it without them too.
So like it worked perfectly without the sensors. I mean, we tried it, like we didn't put any sensors, but it worked good, so we didn't need to.
As you went through your missions and you went through the season, were there any improvements to your robot or your attachment? Like, can you walk us through one of them?
Yeah, so okay, the windmill was like one of the hardest components for this robot. We had to, like this thing was taking a while. We couldn't think of it. We were like thinking of something, putting here, like those kind of trucks where like, you push rocks. We were trying to put those things there. That was like one of the hardest parts and components too.
So it sounds like a lot of your iterations were in your in your attachments,
Yeah.
the getting them to the right size or to what you wanted it to do.
And
Yeah.
like coding.
Yeah.
Coding too, because like in coding, some like little numbers, even like 1 centimeter made a difference. And also like the starting positions, we made sure to line it up like properly so that it wouldn't change like how the robot would complete the tasks.
Yeah, like sometimes like just moving it a little bit in the starting position could be the difference between the robot completing the run successfully or running into like one of the missions.
How did you fix that?
We kept practicing, you know, lining up and new techniques of lining up the starting position and
And like we
practicing
made sure to like double check the starting position and make sure that it was at the correct starting position and take our time at that like starting position
Do
thing.
you have any jigs or anything that allow you to consistently align your robot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have like one of these pieces, just like a
Okay.
different size,
Yeah.
and we like align it to the line.
Yeah.
And then we push hard, and then we line the robot to it.
Very good.
Could you tell us what the steps were that your team took to design, code, and build your robot?
So basically, our robot, we did follow some instructions, but we did build some of it on our own, like some of the parts here. And for the coding, we took our time, you know, to like go through the different sections and fix all the trial errors.
Also like some people who didn't know how to code, we like taught them how to code and like we made them understand the software and then we all now know the code and how to code it.
Like most of this robot is like the basic foundation is by the instructions, but we used our imagination and you know put different parts to it and would make it fit.
So how many missions do you guys do?
So
We did 4 runs because we started in October, so we only had like a month and a half to complete these. So we tried our best, but we didn't have time to complete run 5, so we only got 4 runs.
4 runs and how many missions?
Missions like the water reservoir, we didn't do that one. And then the rest of them we did them.
Okay, so you did like 14 missions?
Basically, I
Yeah.
guess.
We did most of them.
Awesome.
14 missions over 4 months?
Like
So as you guys think back over your season, how do you think your coaches helped you with all of the innovation and robot aspects of your?
Our coaches, like when we got stuck, they inspired us to like keep on trying and not giving up. And then they also like tried to not make us give up and they helped with some computer issues and all that.
And they make sure that we stayed as a team and worked as a team.
Yeah.
So
And we did teamwork and we stayed respectful to each other.
Yeah.
Did you experience any sort of disagreement?
Well,
or
like, very little.
how did you work through it?
Very
We
little,
like
but
kind
there
of
were some.
discussed the problems and how we could fix it, and we all like did like agreed to like
So we-
what the best solution could
We
be.
discussed the pros and cons about, you know, like whose problem is, you know, better, or like worse, so then ultimately the other person will agree, you know, this has more pros, this has the more, you know, cons.
Also, if like someone's getting off task, we go to him and we're like, don't get off task and like focus on the robot and let's do this.
And sometimes, you know, when we're all stressed, you know, brain's tired, we just take a 5-minute break, or like, you know, just a quick
Yeah.
stretch break.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it
Yes.
was a
Yeah,
lot of
we
fun.
had a lot of fun.
So, of all the things you did, what are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of how we built the robot, because we most of us had coding experience, but to build the robot, I think none of us I don't think any of us really made a robot before, and this is like our first time, so it was really cool for us to experience.
Yeah, it was like a fun experience and it was cool how like the robot works and how it's so precise. And so we had fun like building it, it was like fun, it was like Legos but like different.
I think we had fun all around, you know, we're all, you know, we're becoming good friends, and teamwork was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the teamwork was really good, and and we did manage to get through some tough missions. Like the windmill was sometimes causing us problems, and so did like the little
Okay.
the thing with like here you have to pull the latch up and then push it down for
The
360.
hybrid.
Yeah, that sometimes caused a bit of problems as well.
Very cool.
Good time for feedback.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by how you guys interact with one another and answering questions. You trade off and you've had a real consistent, everyone shared something important and valuable about your project and about the robot. That's very effective in a team.
Yeah, and I think you having done a number of missions is very, very impressive. Also, you said you had a short time, so that's cool. And one thing I would say is, just to help the judges next time, you could bring your robot to the judges. You could just show them, which makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good job, you guys.
Good job, yeah. Good job.